Welcome back, everybody. It has been a little over 1 month since my last garden tour, and I thought it was time to take you around the summer 2024 garden, and let's see what has been going on since we last looked at the garden. Quite a bit has changed, so let's take a look. We'll start here in these raised beds. We've got some soybeans and they are coming along nicely. The pods have developed and they're starting to fill up. If you notice, the ones that are towards the front here are coming along a little bit faster. They're filling up a little bit more and there are more of them. I assume that's because they're getting more sun. So those are looking nice. The hibiscus are getting tall. And that's on both sides of the greenhouse. And I put soybeans on both of these raised beds. There's a wasp right there, so I won't put my hand in that. But there's some soybeans right here as well. Right here, got those marshmallow plants. They came back. They were flowering about a month ago, so the flowers have died back because it's pretty hot right now. It's been routinely 100 degrees, so they're pretty much done. The flowers will come back as the temperatures cool off, so I expect a second flush of flowers in the fall, in the early fall. I expect a second flush of flowers, but when it's really, really hot like it is right now, the bees pretty much will only have a few flowers to choose from. This poor little bee right here, he's just got slim pickings. Oh, look. I guess the marshmallow plant has volunteered over here. I didn't even realize that happened. Wow. Huh. Well, who knew? It spread itself. Well, alrighty then. Okay. So that happened. Got a sunrise bumble tomato plant right there. So the lion's tail plant that I was telling you guys about that started off really, really slowly, finally started to grow. It's still small, but it's growing and it's got some pups out to the side, so it's looking good. And our clip daga is really, really tall. It hasn't flowered yet, but hopefully soon. This poor plant keeps getting damaged. This is a honeycomb hybrid tomato plant. Luckily, I have another one on the other side of the yard, but every time it rains, one of the branches gets damaged in the wind. So I keep trying to stake it up, but it keeps getting damaged in the wind, so I'm not doing the best job with this particular plant. So there's that. I harvested a bunch of carrots and my garlic, and I need to upload that video. Even though it's a little older, I do need to upload that video for you guys and show you what we got. Some toothache plant, some echinacea growing right there. There's Cupcake. Say hi for the people, Cupcake. The loofah is doing well. It's growing up the side of the shed like always. I just think that plant is so cool how it just grows up effortlessly. Doesn't need much staking or anything. It just does its thing. The cantaloupe is looking fantastic. We've got 4 or 5 really nice cantaloupe just ripening. I picked one a little early because the vine, there was something going on with the vine, and it was a little early, but it was starting to shrink. So I knew that there was something going on with the vine. So it was tasty, but just a little early. So I would rather have some fruit rather than no fruit at all. And our watermelons are looking fantastic. So we've got about 5 of those as well. At least 5 that I've seen. And most of them are actually have decided to take up residency behind the actual watermelon bed, which is interesting. So it was an interesting protection mechanism. And this butterfly pea plant has just been so lovely. I've been harvesting almost daily, harvesting and drying these butterfly peas, and I just have been enjoying this plant so much. Over here, this side of the yard hasn't been doing too much. Most of the squash is done because of the vine borers. The only one that is left is the pineapple squash, which it hasn't produced yet because it was a little later. I grew it from seed and it was just a little late. We've got some pole beans. This corn is pretty much done. And we're really late on sweet potatoes, so they aren't even in yet. They're still hardening off, and I need to get them in ASAP. I've been bringing them out and hardening them off every day so that they don't get sun scald too badly, because this heat has been brutal. It's been hotter than usual, and it's pretty hot here. But because it has been so hot, I've just been afraid to plant them. So I need to go ahead and do that, or else I'm running out of days. Just a couple zucchini plants that are left. Herbs. The herbs are doing fine. Everything is just kind of struggling from the heat. The heat has been, I keep saying it, but the heat has been pretty bad, even for us. So, for example, we had, it was 106 the other day, and with the heat index, it was 117. So that's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. So everything is getting watered almost daily, and even still, it's pretty rough. So all of our herbs are hanging in there because we're watering almost daily. The mint I need to deal with again. This mint over here has been fine, the different varieties, but this one, no matter how much I cut it back, it's just wow. I cut it back and it grows, it seems like weekly this thing takes over. So this one is a mojito mint, and it's crazy. Oh, it is summer, so the obligatory slip and slide. We still have a few greens, some Swiss chard, some amaranth, sorrel, and another variety of, oh, what is this? This is a pink amaranth. These are some more heat tolerant greens so that we can have some source of greens. The only one that's not, I think the Chinese amaranth and the Swiss chard are pretty much our family's favorite as far as not being bitter. And even with the Swiss chard, we really don't like the red one too much. We pretty much just like the green one, or the one with the white stem. So everything else is getting pretty bitter because it is so hot. I did harvest all of that garlic. I don't know if you noticed over on Melon Hill, all of the garlic is gone. And that will be in the video with the carrots that we harvested as well. I will upload that for you guys. I realized on the last garden tour that I forgot to show the Asian pear tree, but it is doing well. This is the only one that is producing fruit so far, but it is doing very well. So I anticipate having a good harvest come August, because that's when I've gotten ripe fruit in the past. I know other more experienced fruit growers thin these out a little bit. I just haven't gotten to that point in my journey just yet. And this is an example of what's been happening on the other side. I really got to do a better job of staking these up, because this keeps happening. 'Cause it rained last night. What? We've got a couple of very ripe honeycomb hybrid tomatoes, and they are so good. So sweet. Yum. Sunrise bumble and purple bumblebee. Tomatillos are looking good. We've gotten a few that have ripened already from this particular plant. Citrus row has been doing well. Let's head into the main garden. In here, we've planted some bush beans over here, and that's been relatively recently. As you can see, they just popped up over the last week. Our paste tomatoes are doing well. The ones in the front here are taking the brunt of the sun, if you can tell, and they're kind of protecting the ones in the back from the blistering sun, because they look a little bit better. This pineapple sage looks nice. This is a Sugar Rush peach pepper plant. Ah, you see that? I do. That caterpillar cannot be here, because you're eating my pepper plant. Nope, not today. Not today. Nope, 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 nope. You cannot be here. I'm sorry. You got to go. No, no, my brother. You got to go. Okay. The lemongrass is doing fantastic. This particular one in the back is doing even better than the one in the far corner, and I'll show you that in a minute. These beefsteak tomatoes, they've gotten a slow start compared to years past, but they're doing pretty good. It just seems like I'm going to be getting tomatoes much later in the season than I'm used to. But, you know, every year is different. But it has been quite the cucumber year. As you guys have seen, these, I've got to do some maintenance in here, clean up some of these diseased leaves. But in general, I'm so pleased with my cucumbers. Got a few in there that can be harvested. A couple on this side that can be harvested. Just overall so happy with the performance. The peppers are a little small. We've got some poblanos there, jalapenos on that side, and a few cayennes. Like I said, I think we won't be getting peppers or tomatoes for a very long while. So, you know, it is what it is. Kellogg's breakfast, those tomatoes on this side, they're in about the same level of growth as the beefsteak. I don't anticipate getting ripe tomatoes from them for another month, which is very late for me. Peppers, about the same, if not longer. Now the reason for the peppers, it's I just put them in too late. And we took down all of those strawberries. So we thought, and then I noticed we didn't quite get all the roots because look, they started to come back. What can you do? Got some some Mr. Stripey's tomatoes that I did not quite stake up very well. So this is seems to be a pattern this year of not staking up my tomatoes as well as I have in years past. I don't know what's going on with me with that, but we'll get it rectified. And this is the second round of corn. This is a Buell sweet corn, and that is just started, so this will be a fall corn harvest. So that is it. That is the garden as it stands in early July of 2024. And it is hot, but the garden is moving along at a somewhat predictable pace. Some things are a little behind because of the heat, and some things are right where you would expect them to be. And the garden moves on. So I will see you guys at my next video. So have a beautiful, beautiful day or night wherever you guys are. Bye bye everybody.